Do you like maps? Is there anybody here that doesn't like maps? This is border riding. Border riding. This is Border Riding, written by Joe Reed and masterfully illustrated by Ellie Spencer, published close by here in Edinburgh by Brian Tyrrell's Stout Press. Border Riding comes in a map form factor, and it's printed by Dennis Map, which is a specialty press that does maps. Inside you will find Uncommon Riding, which is a small booklet containing an essay, also written by Joe Reed. It explores the meaning of common riding, civic participation, community, and outsiders. It's printed on a Riso press, I think, and it was an interesting read. Gives more context for the game. Back to the map. When fully open, it's a big boy, and it doesn't really even fit my table. However, this is not a problem at all, as you will never need the map fully opened. All the setup instructions are here in the top section, and the main body of the map is the big illustration by Eli, and it's full of interesting locations like the Shorebroken Chapel, Dunchun, the Rossi Stain, and the Weeping Stones. The map is here to give you imagination fuel, and also if you want something to trace, you can just trace the map. The game begins by drawing the borders of our community, and all players contribute by drawing details on the map. The map defines us as opposed to them, and the game will explore the relationship between us and them. After, you will define the border making ritual, which is a collective ceremony. The ritual will be repeated every round. It's also used to define our values and identity. And then the real game loop begins. Every turn, there is a new standard bearer. The standard bearer is the MC, or let's say the person in charge of resolving the round. The standard bearer directs the narration for the round, and it's supported by the other players. Everybody can contribute, but in general, the standard bearer has the final say. The game recommends the use of badge of honor, like a sash or a hat, and I recommend you actually go a bit overboard here. Every time I use this kind of prop in game has been excellent. After being nominated, the standard bearer rolls a random event, and everybody joins in playing the event out. This can be either like a scene or a long conflict or whatever the table wants to play. At the end of the scene, the standard bearer resolves the outcome and decides on permanent consequences and registers the change on the map. Then the group discusses the outcome in the mark the boundary section, and the standard bearer copies the border on a new map, and every player decides one element to carry over. As the years go by, the standard bearer retires, and you decide how they retire and why, and the turn ends. A new standard bearer is elected, so that all players in turn will be standard bearer. And the game goes on for a few generations. There will be maybe 20 turns, so every player will be standard bearers quite a few times. I will not discuss actually what happens as the game goes on, because I don't want to spoil the game progression for you. Anyway, these are the only rules you will need to look at during the game. These are the entirety of the game mechanics. The events are in the back. They're split in 6 different teams. There is nations, outsider, nature, festival, technology, and tradition. Every round, the standard bearer will roll 1d6 to find out the theme, and they will read out the first prompt on a theme. And if the first prompt has been read already, they will read out the second and then the third and so on. Each theme has an arc to it, and they think it's good that they're not next to the game loop rules. So they're not in sight all the time, and this prevents curious people like me from reading ahead. I can also imagine different teams. Maybe in a supplement we'll have magic and omens and other things and different kind of progression for different kind of games. Anyway, this border riding. I just want to say that, like, in addition to the so far unexplored form factor and the really beautiful graphic presentation, like the illustrations are fantastic, and there are some incredibly good design touches, like the outline of the lettering on the cover that really drive the design home. To get border riding, go to stot.co.uk. The link is in the description. The game is £15, about $20, and it's beautiful, and I think you will really enjoy it. Anyway, thank you for watching, and catch you next time.